pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome everybody to the July meeting of the Alleman City Council. Roll call.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Stevens?
Here.
Mrs. Keller?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sekia?
Okay.
And Mr. Andres is gone. We have a quorum.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented? I got a motion, all second. In favor? Opposed? Okay, consent agenda items, do I have a motion? I'll make a motion. Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. With that, this is the opportunity for public comment. The citizens' opportunity to address the council on items not on the agenda. This agenda item is set aside for comments from the public on topics of city business other than those listed on the agenda. Please understand that the council will not take action on your comments at this meeting in accordance with the Iowa Open Meeting Law. The Mayor and City Council welcome comments from the public pursuant to the adopted rules and procedures on City Council. In no time is it appropriate to use profanity or slanderous language. The Mayor may limit each speaker to 5 minutes. This is the citizens' opportunity to comment. We have some citizens here. Would you like to talk? We're good. Okay, no comments. Okay. Seeing no comments, we'll close the public comment portion. Next item on the agenda is business community development and Mid-American Energy. I requested that they send somebody to the city council meeting tonight. They at first had a gal, Corey Morrison, I believe this gal, and I asked them to send somebody to talk about the power situation that we get, that they serve the citizens of Alleman. Actually, half of the citizens of Alleman, because the other half gets consumers energy. But I got a letter here, or email, or whatever it is, and they have inclined to come tonight. They want to gather more data, and that they will be here with that data, and they will answer any questions that the council has in the August meeting. So with that, that will happen. Next item on the agenda is the
what was that all about? What was the purpose of it coming out?
well, you know what? The purpose that I wanted them to come out for was
Because we lost the
we've been flooded, and we've lost power. We lost power in the middle of the winter. It seems like that I know of 5 instances where I've lost power and flooded my basement. I know that I was driving up and down the street, and all of the residents from all the way. It costs a lot of money. You know, it didn't cost us money to pick up all that the garbage. But it's getting to be a common occurrence, and it's not necessarily the citizens' fault. It's we are losing power. And I've talked to some of the people who work for Iowa Power, and they've advised that the substation down here is very, very poor. And they're not spending the money that they should to upgrade that facility, and that's why the power goes out. You know, the school is served by the power, by that substation. They have the same problem. You know, when they go down, we go down, everybody goes down. Probably a lot of our people would not have been flooded had we had power. We lost power. And the sump pumps in some areas would catch up. But, you know, it doesn't work if you don't have power. And so that is why I have asked them to come to the meeting and explain to us why we seem to lose power a lot of the time.
You're not chalking it up to Mother Nature or the event of the storm. You know, I blame some of the hot water in my basement on myself because I don't have a generator. I lived out there 30 years, I know better than to have a generator, and I had never purchased it. It was hard for me to have one set in the garage and not use it, just have it set there. So I can't see how you can blame Mid-America for power outages when most of it's all done by Mother Nature. And why don't you have a generator?
Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock.
Okay, you'll get one now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it'll never happen again.
Yeah,
Why?
it won't. But you know what? There's a lot of people that really
There's
don't have
something
it.
that's not.
And that's why,
out of our control.
well, we could argue about it all the time. You know, this is the direction that I'm going. I'm asking Mid-America Energy to come up and explain themselves.
What are the boundary lines for Alleman and day service?
Well, the north side of 134th Avenue, I believe, is served by Mid-America Energy. They're on the end of the line.
Because they don't service my side, so.
No, it's a handle south side, which used to be Marshall County Rural Electric, now is Consumers Energy. And there's, I think during the ratio date, everybody lost power. They got their power back in about 3 or 4 days before we did. And I've watched Consumers Energy go around and put in all new telephone poles, all new electric lines. They've upgraded their entire operation down here. But I don't see that with Mid-America Energy. We've waited 5 years for them to straighten up their telephone poles down here. They finally started doing that, but if you don't do maintenance on your electric substations, if you don't keep up on those things, they're not going to work. And that's where I've been told that they are not spending the money that they should. And, you know, having worked at John Deere, we lost power all the time. And they just weren't spending any money on the infrastructure. So they'd come back in and pull new wire, new substations to take care of.
So basically most of Alleman is supplied by them then.
Well,
2/3.
yeah, about 2/3, yeah. And you know, it's just disheartening to be driving down the street and seeing all of the loss of flood basements. It's just.
I can't think of 5 times in the 33 years I've been here before the derecho where we lost power. And 1 or 2 of them was a squirrel that climbed up, and I get that too. But with all these Microsoft, Apple, Google, all them new places consuming energy, and we consume more every day. We add that toothbrush that's electric. We add the air fryer. We add the Ford toaster. And we consume more. Even if the community doesn't grow, we're still consuming more. And I'm kind of with you, Bob. If you don't upgrade the system to accommodate the growth or the consumption of the power, it becomes a problem.
I was out to you know, I mean, you look at the data centers, millions of dollars they spend out there at the substations to take care of something like that. And we keep power on here, you know, and we get flooded. It's just, well, I don't want to go like that. So I'm sorry, we've got to move on.
Okay.
The sheriff's department.
Sir, Los Angeles Sergeant, Full County Sheriff's Office. Calls for service in June, like I told you, we're going to go down. We have total calls for service was 37. If you see on there, your concentrated patrols went down to 3. That was 3 times he went into the school. The SRO went into the school this month since school's out. So that went down from 48 last month to 3 this month. Obviously, the school's going to start next month. Those numbers are going to jump right back up. I just want to let you know why you had a big lull this month. But other than that,
Any radar?
what's that?
Radar?
Yeah, we had radar setups. We had 9 radar setups last month up here. Those are just the ones that officially get set up. I mean, like when I come through here, my radar's running, I'm not setting up a radar, but as I travel through the town, I'm running radar, if we get speeders. It's not hard to catch speeders out here. It's not hard to catch speeders anyway, really, but not all radar setups get put in, but they are putting radar setups out here. I'm not sure where they're doing it, but there's always somebody up here running radar when they're here. They've been told not to just sit.
Very good. Any other questions, council? Any questions?
You did good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing to it. Thanks, guys.
All right. Next item on the agenda is a open public hearing on ordinance number 2026-001. I need a motion to open the hearing, please.
I'll make a motion to open the hearing.
Second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, having said that, this is an ordinance amending the code of ordinances of the city of Alleman, Iowa by amending portions of chapter 63 speed regulations. This is proceeding with the council's request to lower, I believe, the speed limits from 25 to
Yep.
20. And so I believe that this is the time for public hearing. Okay, every hearing
In the city, yes.
That's
on
not
Third Street.
It's not a farm to murder.
Not a farm to murder.
So it won't be 6th or 142nd. No.
What about, my neighbors want to know, what about 134 across the highway?
Yep.
That's
That's in the
20
city.
as well?
No, no,
I
No?
say don't think.
no, because that is a farm to market road, and that is controlled by Polk County, so you will remain the same.
That's okay.
Okay.
Is that why the near speed statement sign has the?
So 134th all the way is a farm to market?
No.
Just on the other side of
It's
63?
farm, it is our road from the corner of 6th Street and 134th, east to the corner of 134th and 69. If you travel further east across 69, that is farm to market. If you travel west from 6th Street, 134th that way is also farm to market.
Okay.
Okay.
And we said not on 6th Street then, in front of the high school?
Correct.
That one's not?
We do not control that, no.
Just kidding.
And 134 or 142nd will also not be included on this because it is.
Right.
So is there a reason why we're not putting all that information on this? Or are we just gonna put it in the computer and let everybody know which roads will actually be that? Or we're just gonna roll?
Lawyers already got the sign, so.
Well, I ain't worried about the sign, I'm about informing the people what is and what is not being switched and why.
I was worried about the why piece. I had a lot of people in my walks just questions about
Yes.
why, and I didn't think of that phrase for the market
We
roads.
can publicize that in the newsletter.
I think we really should.
Actually, put a map in there.
Yeah, put a map and farm to market road in, city controlled byways, and make it simple so that everybody understands. Yeah.
We'll also do that on the next resolution, inform them on the right.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, can we close the meeting now, or what do we want to do?
That would, approve it and then take the next 2 meetings.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve resolution 2026-001? Have a motion. Sorry. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that means done. I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
Send it to you.
Go ahead, I'm getting ahead of myself.
So sentence we want to make effective as soon as possible.
Yep.
With second, third readings.
Yes.
Someone needs to make that motion.
I'll make a motion to waive the second, third.
Second.
Approved. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Very good. Next item on the agenda is the open public hearing on resolution 2026-018. Pursuant to the city code section 61-01, traffic control signs at 3rd Street not allowing right-hand turns during designated areas. Okay. Motion to open the hearing. Make a motion to open the hearing. Have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any questions on, from the public on this code? This is the vote on this control sign for Third Street with how many other locations? Third Street with all along Third Street, not allowing them to turn in. Which one's Third Street? Sorry.
It's where Jim lives.
It's,
And
I mean, it's the church.
Gone halfway.
So this way, yeah. So you can't turn,
to the
At a
school.
certain time, Tuesday.
now is it going to be right turn only, or is it left turn when you're coming from the east? It's a left turn on the third. When you're coming from the west, it's a right turn.
It'll just be at the end of 141st
Oh, so
Street
they can't leave the school from, gotcha.
Oh, you had it backwards.
going into the school.
Yes.
So coming down your road, you see the school, you take a right-hand turn to go pick up all the kids and get picked up. You can't do
You
that.
can't turn and go to.
Yeah, you need to go down to 141st place off of 6th and everybody comes down and to create flowing traffic.
Otherwise, they can go and turn to the left, but they can't go the other way.
Well, they can't because it's blocked.
Trying to get people trained to, trying to get
Right,
real
I
better
understand.
traffic control. Okay, does anybody else have any questions?
Curious, and help me, I run this schedule, I know I should know this answer. 2-hour late starts, do we cover your 7 to 9 a.m.? Do we still cover the school traffic? Weather, but if you have weather related or anything like that, you're gonna run into it.
That would be an odd thing,
I
so.
know, just throwing it out there in case they wanted to
I
adjust
think-
it now before.
Yeah, I think we would just,
I think.
There is such a thing as sign pollution. The more we put on the sign, the less it's going to be adhered to. So I'm a little leery of even just half as much as we have on the sign currently. So I would say if we have that, just let them pass with it.
trying to create good habits. And hopefully that's an odd thing out, and that even though.
It's when the crazies come out too.
Hey now, I might take that offense.
Okay, we'll close,
Yes.
we need a motion to close the public hearing.
Make a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second it.
Wait a minute, I couldn't go ahead first. Speak up, will you? Okay, we, council vote on, a motion to, approve.
Make a motion.
Got a second? You got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. You would need a motion
This is
to.
just a resolution, so there wasn't an extra,
Okay.
right? That's how you did it. This was Jim wrote those two.
Okay, okay. Next item on the agenda is resolution 2026-019. It's a resolution authorizing field tile televising and jetting services for the city of Alleman, Iowa, on 134th Avenue, the north side of the homes on 134th Avenue. This is not a public hearing, this is I just need a motion. I'll make a motion. And a second.
Second
Okay, all in favor?
That's for conversation.
Okay, now it's,
But this is back to normal.
Okay, all right. So now we're going into conversation
Yes.
about this.
okay, discussion.
Logan, discuss us, inform us.
All right.
Or disgust
for me, I'll tell you what. So, I know we've had discussions, a couple of work sessions, and Bill and I have been working with the property owner and the farmer who farms the ground over here. We know that we have city infrastructure that is being damaged due to some issues over there. We've got multiple residents who are affected by this, so this resolution will allow us to go in there and, with permission that we've already obtained, thanks to Councilman Stevens.
We have that in writing? We need to get it in writing, because I feel with past history that it would be advantageous of us to have anything in writing so that it's not a he said, she said situation down the road when something occurs that's uncontrollable but is blameable.
But that's something we can easily work on. They've already agreed, so I don't see any issue with that. Yeah, I don't, they're,
Or like, oh, it should be one,
we've kind of developed a relationship at this point. I think we've got the gears turning and we're working together well, so it should be easily attainable. Basic gist is just to simplify it, we're gonna go back in the field a little ways. Again, with permission, we're gonna dig up where we know that that tile is already broke and we can clearly see where it was before. Some of you that weren't on the council, back when we did this a couple years ago, we went in there and we had dug in every place that we could within the right of way. We could not find this tile. We went down a long, long ways and we could not find it. So we're gonna go back in the field, use the same contractor that the farmer uses, because he happened to end up being the cheapest. Probably just because he's similar, or he's familiar with what's going on. We're gonna open that up, we're gonna televise it, we're going to locate it, possibly jet it to clear it out if it's not smashed up.
I know some dying, it's nowhere to go out.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a lot of information off of this, while also taking care of the situation that's damaging our infrastructure and hurting our residents' properties. So not much else to say. I think it has merit regardless for what we've got.
It's something we need to be done. I mean, it's.
Jim.
way past due.
What do you say about having a signed paper to protect the city?
I think it's good to outline. That's what the agreement
Okay, so we're gonna sign paper, you want something Jim has to draw up to sign, or can you just write down, we have your permission to get on the property?
That's good enough for me. And
Right there, that's all you want.
well, we need to have something, I think. Both of them go with you. Do we need to have?
What's gonna be legal in
Here.
your law, yes.
I can just cut this off here. I will have our engineers send me the template for a 24-hour temporary construction easement that will allow us to go on there. And then we don't have to worry about it. It will, it's like a 24-hour, 48-hour.
And then we're still calling, whatever, 811 or whatever it is nowadays. We gotta have it all flagged out.
Yeah, everything's still got to be done the same way as, yeah.
When you dig it up and you identify the break, we'll fix it.
Well, yeah, so the intention is to not fix it immediately. We're going to actually open, we know it's broke there, so we're actually gonna open it completely up. And then we're gonna do everything we possibly can to, map out the tile location, figure out where the outlet is, clean any obstructions, because I'm sure there's plenty in there. I can't tell you what's gonna happen or what's gonna be in there. It could be broken 20 feet down the line, still in the field from where we dig it up. Or, we take it all the way down and they figure out, oh, hey, the outlet, it just busted off 25 years ago, or, whatever. I can't tell you, but I can tell you we're gonna do our absolute best to get all the information we can So the future, we know exactly what we're working on.
So how far up in his field are we?
Probably what, 300 yards?
So what are we gonna do if the brakes are all on his property?
Last time I had to visit with him, where he'll have to take care of it.
Okay.
The only reason why we're going on so far up is it's gonna be easier for us to find it.
Identify, yeah.
Instead of
get it.
spending millions of.
Yeah,
It cut our costs
I'm just wanting to
down.
protect the city.
We tried that already, it didn't work.
Yeah, they cut our costs down from over 3,200 to 950 for the digging.
Yeah,
Just
we're
because we
good.
knew exactly. what-
Yeah.
So it cuts us down a lot. Take all that exploratory out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, just get a paper sign in.
I'm good. When they locate that, is it a GPS that it tracks as it's going through
I
your?
don't know exactly, he's
Yeah,
worked with that
so-
more than I have, so I don't.
Yeah, so there'll be a fob that they put down there on the line, and they'll locate that as they go along.
Locate it how?
With the one, it's the same.
Not like
same
it
principle.
They'll be up on top, and they'll
Yeah,
follow
same,
it.
same principle as, yeah, same principle,
So is it
so,
board, and you go to board, okay.
yeah, same principle as that, and then also, we'll have it televised, so we'll actually be able to see, we'll have a video, and I can even, I've done that before where I've put it up on the screen for you guys to see everything, so we'll have a video of actually what's going on in there, and if it's bad enough on the field side, we will move down the line towards ours, try and make another access, and we'll stop that way. We're not gonna go too far with repairing like that. We just really need to see what we've got going on, because the damage to our infrastructure has to stop.
Very good. Thank you. Any other questions for Logan?
When are you gonna do it?
When are we?
As soon as we get a signed paper.
As soon as we get a signed paper.
Yep, as soon as possible. Okay,
We've been working with him for the last, what, couple of months?
Yeah.
We got Ted back, so that's kind of another,
We've been trying for 2 years, so.
yeah, I know.
okay, this is in the form of a resolution, so,
Other than the rain, we can go ahead.
it's already approved, so let's, if everybody's okay, we'll move on to the next item. And this is a resolution 2026-020. It's a resolution approving funding for replacement of the truck bed on the city lawn 2015 Chevy 3500. I'm sorry, we have a motion. Make a motion. We have a second. So, any discussion? And, you are,
This was something that was already budgeted, this was something you guys had already approved. There was a slight additional cost incurred because the truck bed is a welded, it's not a bolt on. So they're gonna have to take all those molds off, reseal all that, clean it all up. So it's just a minor excess on there.
That's
A
the
couple hours
difference
later.
between the 10 and the 12.
Yeah, so it's,
So the 10 is a typo.
we're giving ourselves quite a bit of leeway here.
And then you upped it up to 12.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're giving ourselves plenty of leeway. It shouldn't come close to that, but we got plenty of leeway with it.
All right.
okay.
And we're rebuilding it back on.
No,
We're gonna hold it on?
no, it will be a bolt-on, aluminum, everything. They're gonna rerun the lights. The old lights that don't work very well on the top for our safety lights, strobes, they're going to rewire all that, but it comes with the bed. All my old wiring that I had for my sander, all that I wired up to that bed, they're gonna remove that, put it on the new bed, so they're doing all that.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions?
We're good.
Okay, all in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Okay. Very good. Next item on the agenda is resolution 2026-021. It's a resolution designating the official public posting location for meeting notices pursuant to the Iowa Code section 21-4.
This is due Governor Brown assignment. You have a website, you have to post your agenda on the website. We already do, but now we have it written as a resolution.
Ready to make motion second?
Yes.
I'll make motions.
Second. Second. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, I have nothing, anybody have, any council member have anything that they want to bring before the council?
I do. I'm running.
What we got there? Looks like a little-
Moonshine. No, this is the 12 and a half inches of water that fell in Alleman during our deal. It goes right up to there, up to this edge here. People don't realize that. They talk about it and everything, but 12 and a half inches, well, I didn't even have a jar tall enough. I had to put 2 up, but that's 12 and a half inches that fell on every square foot of property and all.
A lot of headaches.
That's a lot of water. Jim, he had the circumference or the amount of water that would have been.
He was just telling me.
Yeah.
It's 326,000 gallons per acre.
So, Logan, we were talking, we was at Jim Wolf's, looking at his situation, that these pipes were designed to carry 2,000 gallons of water out of town every minute. So Cloyd Hall's place flooded when we had like 7 inches, and I was over there at that time, and you took 1 step down and it was full clear up to that stair. We had 12 inches, and I seen she had a bunch of stuff out in her driveway, and it looked like maybe it got up to 12 inches. So we were carrying a lot of water out of the old part of town very quickly for the same thing not to happen with 5 more inches of rain in roughly the same amount of time. So
We did the rebuild of the.
the storm sewer system, and I think it helped out tremendously.
And it did great.
It did. So kudos to the council and all involved, that it could have been way worse in my looking at the big picture.
Yeah.
Could have been way worse. 12 and a half inches of rain. In what, 8 hours or so?
I
Well,
had 15 inches and 20.
so, yeah, that's 12 and a half inches. And this ain't the real deal. I do it all. I got this out of the tap. But I just wanted to share that with her.
Thank you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Well, there is some, I need Jim to talk to Jim over
You're
here.
gonna work session.
Yes, well, okay. Will you be here? Okay. Okay, oh, okay. I'll wait till then.
Oh, he's not gonna be very here, sorry.
About getting our city building in our name. It's still in the book. And if we'd like to add on to the backside here, but we can't do nothing until it's in our name. So we need to take that step forward and make this ours, not no club still.
That's kind of weird. So does anyone know, you had said we look right now, it's still live.
He is, sure. Yeah, he's an attorney in town.
So, that was it?
Wow.
He's waiting on her time. Okay.
So what was the story about everything? The tennis courts were
The concession was.
given to the school and they gave us this, is the story I heard.
No, the story goes, the state of Iowa expanded the baseball outfield length. So the school came over here and asked us if they could move the fence over. So then we had to deed that to them before my time. When we deeded it over to them, it didn't get changed properly. They got the whole area, not just the 4 feet or whatever it was they needed. But I can't find that anywhere, you can't find it anywhere.
It got flooded out in Cloyd's basement back when all that or
There was 3 books parents that got a contract.
Yep, they did it was a municipal tax-free situation
Yes.
together.
So it just never got transferred after.
They said we couldn't, yeah, they loaned us the money to build the building. And we also, I think we paid $2,000 for the property that we have
Yeah.
here. And so they financed it for us. And,
Do we have any documentation of?
Were you here?
No, I wasn't.
I looked through old books of resolutions, old books of ordinances, I can't find anything.
because it's so long, my brain.
And Carmel and them went through all the records up there. I don't think they found anything supporting any of that kind of documentation for the transfer or the loan or anything up there.
So can North Polk just come over and say, hey, this is ours, keep us out?
Moral of the story, be nice
We got
to the
squatters'
school.
rights.
Yeah, we got squatters' rights.
You have that adverse possession, because we've obviously been here.
And maintained it for
So we've
30,
accepted
33 years.
Since they passed away.
Yeah, his parents are not alive, but I'm sure he is still.
I always said he was old, because he was 14.
No, he was,
But he is actively working on it now.
Huh?
He's actively working on it.
Yeah, because I did get the other one fixed.
So there's something we gotta do here, because we need a dry storage back there, to clean out some of this area, this shop area. Yeah, well, we can't do nothing until it's, right, and we were gonna do it, what, 5, 6 years ago?
Yeah,
7 years
at
ago?
least.
And-
Test your memory here. Didn't we used to have a map where the property line of this area would end in that field?
We still got it. Because you showed it to me, I think. You
Right.
showed it to me.
I showed it. Okay. So we're just letting them use their field?
So,
I think that there had to have been some sort of paperwork that you guys would have voted on to give them pieces of grass to extend that.
that was it. That's fine.
Yeah, before me too, because you were here like 2 years before I got
Way
here.
before my time.
Yeah.
Because I had, the recorder says that they have a contract with us, so somehow it just got all screwed up. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get it straightened
We're working
out.
on it.
and we'll get it done.
Perfect. All I ask.
Okay, motion to adjourn. I'll make a motion to adjourn.